everyone, welcome to this video for the D100 Dungeon Mapping Game add-on. This is accessory number 6 and this goes with the mapping game accessory 1. What happened was as the game of D100 Dungeon has been expanded with various different supplements and accessories and rules and so forth, it became quite important to actually update the original mapping game with this. So unless you've got some of those expansions and so forth, it's probably not going to need this, but if you've got those, it might be quite handy to be able to start adding to your original mapping game. Okay, so we go for a bit of a components list. So we've got 50 special blue counters which are used with the special blue rules that were found in the Lost Tome of Extraordinary Rules book 4. So in that, what you've got is some, when you map blue areas, you've got some special areas which have got special rules. It might be encounters that are with monsters, it might be puzzles you've got to solve and so forth. So this, you'll need to mark your map sheet. Normally you'd mark your map sheet with what those features are. This is because you're using cards, you would then place the relevant area that you found, the special blue area, and you'd use these tokens to actually mark them out. Okay, and then there's some tracker counters as well. So some of these blue areas, when you add them, you need to do certain things in them. It might be to pull a chain 4 times, or climb 4 statues, or topple 4 statues over. So for those features, you use these to track them. So you'd place that on your map card, and then you'd use these. When you had 4 of them marked off, then you'd completed that area, and you could remove all that from the map card. So they're a way of tracking those particular features. So there's 12 of those. There's also a special blue discard counter which is used with that feature of the game as well. Okay, in the adventure books, you need to mark paragraph numbers. So as you're laying out your dungeon, when you're playing book 3, the Dragon Armour, and book 7, the Ruin Forge, the map that you lay out is relevant to paragraph numbers, and that's what these do. So there's 20 map cards that you use for those adventure games, so you need 20 of these. So when you place a map card down, you can quickly put one of these down to say that's paragraph 5. So there's 20 of them. There's also one geographic counter that we missed from the original mapping game on purpose. And the reason why we done that is because it was a common geographic feature that featured a lot of places on that table, and we was reducing the constraints of the number of counters that we were actually producing in that mapping game. So it didn't really impact the mapping game in any way or any of the rules, but we felt we should bring this back and put this in as we had the opportunity to do so. So that concludes or completes table G by adding that token in there. Okay, then there's when you're playing the mapping game, you might want to make notes to specific areas. There might be information, and in the adventure books that we produced, and we gave out some of these blank pieces of paper you could print off, and you could write out information on them. This way, what you can do is not just for those adventure books, but whenever you're playing the mapping game, if you wanted to make a note about a specific area, you can use these tokens. You can place one starting from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. You could place a token on your map card, and then you could then make a side note on a piece of paper, note 1, and apply more information about what's in that area on the mapping game. So that's a way of making notes to specific areas. Okay, so there's 14 of those. We added some bonus monster cards. So 2 came with the mapping game and 2 came with the spell cards. And so these are the monster tokens for those specific bonus cards. So if you want to include them in the game, when you create your encounter pool, you can chuck those in as well, and then that'll give you those monsters to draw from as well, so that's quite good. And then there's 60 gold pieces in various denominations, and I'll put up on the screen what those denominations are as well. As well as all of this, there is also another accessory, Accessory 7, which is more gold pieces. So I've included that with this video as well. So basically, if you get this and you felt you needed more gold pieces, or you didn't want to get this but you wanted to track your adventurer's gold, you can just buy this section here, these gold pieces, separately in accessory number 7, extra gold. So I think that pretty much concludes this video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.